both know the rules. Let's both in the changing room. Protect yourself at all times. When I say break, I want it straight away. Shake hands. Best of luck to both.
12 3-minute rounds.
British and Commonwealth 12-stone champion, who's unbeaten in 5 years and 1 week of a professional career that has kept us watching and entertained. Steps up here into a higher league against Russia's tough, strong Sergey Tatevosyan. He can fight. This is a meaningful 12-round contest. It should tell us plenty more about Froch's world title ambitions, because confidence, Jim, he doesn't lack.
Yeah, that is certainly the case, and I like the way he puts himself on the line before every fight. He tells you what he expects of himself, and he wants to produce that. The awkwardness here will be the southpaw jab. We worried in previous fights against southpaw with his low-held left hand. Would that let him down? It didn't against Brian McGee. It did once or twice, I suppose, but he overcame that. But I would say, without doubt, he is world-class.
Yeah, good performance that against Brian McGee, who he finally knocked out after some tough spells. Also broke his thumb in that fight. He's had hand problems before, Froch, and occasionally can start slowly, like he did in this very ring against Ruben Grunewold about 14 months ago.
Well, he's certainly thinking his way around in the first minute or so. Last time out against Tony Dodson, I think he fancied a quick finish and he went out looking for it. But he's paying this fellow a bit more respect. He's having a good look at him, picking the punches nicely now.
Clinical left hook got rid of Tony Dodson and sort of cleaned up domestically for Froch at that sort of level. Tatevosyan brings a great deal into the ring tonight. He really pushed Howard Eastman back in January 2004 down in Dagenham when they fought. He's never been stopped. Good chin, good all-round ability.
He has spent a lot of his career at middleweight. I don't know if that could be a slight problem. I wonder if he probably can still do middleweight. But this is impressive stuff from Froch, nothing reckless. It's usually his left hand's down where I don't like seeing it. But his reflexes are good. He's confident with his chin. And fighters who take a few are certainly more exciting to watch.
They're positive. Faster start than usual, this, from Carl Froch. It's like reddening on the nose and the left eye for Froch.
That's a beautiful right hand, bang on the chin, so that's been a tester for Tatevosyan. Took it well.
Both men have good chins in there. Froch feels that he can dismantle Tatevosyan and make a real impression. Good first round from the Nottingham fighter. He's building up quite a following in his home city of Nottingham. Carl Froch, the 29-year-old. And how about that for a first round?
Yeah, that was an impressive start. I mean, he thought what he was doing, nothing reckless whatsoever. Didn't take a punch himself. So he's in the right frame of mind tonight.
Second of 12. Vital super middleweight contest. Carl Froch in his traditional black and silver with Cobra, his nickname, on the waistband, and the red and white of Sergey Tatevosyan, who's 34 and in his 34th fight. He's lost 7, but he has mixed with better fighters than Froch, and that's why they've taken this. Look at that long jab, the reach that Froch has. Big for a super middleweight.
Yeah, and that may just be the problem, or the biggest problem that Tatevosyan had, the fact that he's been a middleweight for so long. He's not a puncher, so you wonder, can he make any impression physically on Froch?
He did stop Rudy Markussen in 7 rounds. The Danish super middleweight hope. Bit of an upset that was. And Froch is settling well here, looking for body shots too. Concentration etched on the face of Froch. He's not messing about. He sometimes does that.
No, I said that at the end of the opening round. He looks to be in the proper frame of mind. Concentration, I think he's paid full respect to Tatevosyan. He's just waiting for the opportunities. He's not going looking for them. With plenty of time here, 12 rounds. I think Tatevosyan felt his power in the opening round. That little right hand clip to the chin, I think it's just made him a little bit wary, so he's not quite so keen to be adventurous. He's trying to edge his way into a little chess match at the moment.
Was talk of Froch possibly fighting the European champion Devai Gogia, but Tatevosyan's got a win over Gogia, so maybe this is an even better match. Froch winding up the punches and delivering them. Looks on form. Oh, down goes Tatevosyan in the second round. And there's the power of Carl Froch. 16 knockouts. Tatevosyan says he's okay. But Froch is a very good finisher. Backing up Tatevosyan. He's making some statement here. The Russian's never been stopped. He has been now. It is all over in 2 rounds. And Carl Froch makes an impact that will send shockwaves around the world. Super middleweights. He has arrived in fight number 21 in better class.
Yeah, well, I did say that it's a performance that's going to be compared with previous opponents. This guy's never been stopped before. I will say, a man of his experience, I don't know if the referee acted a little bit quickly. He hadn't taken another clean shot since the knockdown. He was stooping low, he was bobbing and weaving, ducking and diving. But having said that, when the fight was stopped and he stood up, he didn't look all that upset about it and being stopped. But it could maybe go on a little bit longer, but you can't argue with that. The guy's never been stopped, he's been in with world class. Froch does it in a couple of rounds.
He looked totally in command from the opening bell.
Yeah, he looked at a different weight class altogether. I mean, he looked so much bigger, so much stronger, and that was a beautiful punch that sent him over. That probably robbed him of the ambition. As I say, when he got back up again, he was ducking and diving, surviving. He wasn't throwing anything back. He wasn't in a position to. A man of his experience, maybe the referee could have seen where it was going to go. But as he gets up here, you can see he is badly shaken. That was a beautiful punch.
We think there were 14 unanswered shots after the knockdown.
Yep, unanswered punches, but I don't think any of them were clean. They were on the top of his head. I mean, this is what you have to do. When you're hurt, you have to survive. He was bobbing, he was weaving, he was trying to survive. So it's debatable, could it have been allowed to go on a little bit longer? But as I say, when the referee did stop it and he stood up here, he didn't look as though he was protesting. He actually looked quite relieved. So at the end of the day, the referee's job is to stop it before damage is done. So maybe the right thing's been done.
Lucian Bute, who's ranked 7 in the world, could not stop Sergey Tatevosyan. Carl Froch did it in 2 rounds. Brilliant performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 44 seconds of round 2, in the interest of Sergey Tatevosyan's own safety, the referee has stopped the contest. The winner, and still undefeated in 21 contests, Carl the Cobra Froch! And ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciations for Russia's Sergey Tatevosyan.
Well, what a performance from Carl Froch, stopping a man who'd never been stopped before. We'll be talking to the man himself. No doubt he'll have plenty to say for him in just a couple of minutes' time. We'll also get reaction from Johnny and Glenn, who are never short of a word or two. Big smiles from them this evening. We'll also be hearing from David Hay as he moves up to heavyweight. And, of course, more action on this Friday fight night two unbeaten fighters.